Welcome to Kotler and Keller's Marketing Management Series. Chapter 22, Managing Personal Communications, Direct and Database Marketing and Personal Selling. Let's get started. Learning objectives. How can companies conduct direct marketing for competitive advantage? What are the pros and cons of database marketing? What decisions do companies face in designing a sales force? What are the challenges of managing a sales force? And how can salespeople improve their selling, negotiating, and relationship marketing skills? Direct marketers can use a number of channels to reach individual prospects and customers: direct mail, catalog marketing, telemarketing, interactive TV, kiosks, websites, and mobile devices. They often seek a measurable response, typically a customer order, through direct order marketing. Direct marketing can reach prospects at the moment they want a solicitation and therefore be noticed by more highly interested prospects. It lets marketers test alternate media and messages to find the most cost-effective approach. Direct marketing also makes a company's offer and strategy less visible to competitors. Direct mail marketing means sending an offer, announcement, reminder, or other item to an individual customer. In catalog marketing, companies may send full-line merchandise catalogs, specialty consumer catalogs, and business catalogs, usually in print form, but also as DVDs or online. Telemarketing is the use of the telephone and call centers to attract prospects, sell to existing customers, and provide service by taking orders and answering questions. It helps companies increase revenue, reduce selling costs, and improve customer satisfaction. Direct marketers use all the major media. Newspapers and magazines carry ads offering books, clothing, appliances, vacations, and other goods and services that individuals can order via toll-free number. Radio ads present offers 24 hours a day. Some companies prepare 30 and 60-minute infomercials to combine the selling power of television commercials with a draw of information and entertainment. At-home shopping channels are dedicated to selling goods and services through a toll-free number or via the internet for delivery within 48 hours. In constructing an effective direct mail campaign, direct marketers must choose their objectives, target markets and prospects, offer elements, means of testing the campaign, and measures of campaign success. Objectives. Most direct marketers judge a campaign's success by the response rate measured in customer orders. Target markets and prospects. Most direct marketers apply the RFM formula, recency, frequency, and monetary amount, to select customers according to how much time has passed since their last purchase, how many times they have purchased, and how much they have spent since becoming a customer. Offer elements. The offer strategy has 5 elements: the product, the offer, the median, the distribution method, and the creative strategy. Testing elements. One of the great advantages of direct marketing is the ability to test, under real marketplace conditions, different elements of an offer strategy, such as products, product features, copy platform, mailer type, envelope, prices, or mailing lists. Measuring campaign success. Lifetime value. By adding up the planned campaign costs, the direct marketer can determine the needed break-even response rate. This rate must be net of returned merchandise and bad debts. Direct marketers and their customers usually enjoy mutually rewarding relationships. Occasionally, however, a darker side emerges. Irritation. Many people don't like hard sell direct marketing solicitations. Firms have been popping up to help block unwanted junk mail. Unfairness. Some direct marketers take advantage of impulsive or less sophisticated buyers or prey on the vulnerable, especially the elderly. Deception and fraud. Some direct marketers design mailers and write copy intended to mislead or exaggerate product size, performance claims, or the retail price. Invasion of privacy. It seems that almost every time consumers order products by mail or telephone, apply for a credit card, or take out a magazine subscription, their names, addresses, and purchasing behavior may be added to several company databases. Critics worry that marketers may know too much about consumers' lives and that they may use this knowledge to take unfair advantage. Customer databases and database marketing. What is a customer database? It's an organized collection of comprehensive information about individual customers or prospects that is current, accessible, and actionable for lead generation, lead qualification, sale of a product or service, or maintenance of customer relationships. Database marketing. This is the process of building, maintaining, and using customer databases and other databases of products, suppliers, or resellers to contact, transact, and build customer relationships. Many companies confuse a customer mailing list with a customer database. A customer mailing list is simply a set of names, addresses, and phone numbers. A customer electronic mailing or email list may literally be just names and email addresses. A customer database, however, contains much more information accumulated through customer transactions, registration information, telephone queries, cookies, and every customer contact. Savvy companies capture information every time a customer contacts any of their departments, whether via purchase, a service call, an online query, or a mail-in rebate card. Banks and credit card companies, telephone companies, catalog marketers, and many other companies have a great deal of information about their customers, including transaction history and advanced data on age, family size, income, and other demographics. Some observers believe a proprietary database can provide a company with a significant competitive advantage. In general, companies can use these databases in 5 ways. Number 1, to identify prospects. Many companies generate sales leads by advertising their product or service and including a response feature, such as a link to a homepage, a business reply card, or a toll-free phone number, and building a database from the customer responses. Number 2, to decide which customers should receive a particular offer, companies interested in selling, upselling, and cross-selling set up criteria describing the ideal target customer for a specific offer. Number 3, to deepen customer loyalty. Companies can build interest and enthusiasm by remembering customer preferences and sending appropriate gifts, discount coupons, and interesting reading material. Number 4, to reactivate customer purchases. Automatic mailing programs, also known as automatic marketing, can send out birthday or anniversary cards, holiday shopping reminders, or off-season promotions. Number 5, to avoid serious customer mistakes, a major bank confessed to a number of mistakes it had made by not using its customer database well. Having covered the upside of database marketing, we also need to cover the downside, which is listed on this slide. 5 main problems can prevent a firm from effectively using database marketing. So this includes some situations are just not conducive to database marketing. Building and maintaining a customer database requires a large investment. Employees may resist becoming customer-oriented and using their available information. Not all customers want a relationship with the company, and the assumptions behind CRM or customer relationship management may not always hold true. The original and oldest form of direct marketing is the field sales call. For many firms, sales force performance is critical. The term sales representative covers 6 positions, ranging from the least to the most creative types of selling. Number 1, deliverer. A salesperson whose major task is the delivery of a product, like water, fuel, or oil. Number 2, order taker. An inside order taker usually standing behind the counter, or an outside order taker who calls on, for instance, the supermarket manager. Number 3, missionary. A salesperson not permitted to take an order, but expected to build goodwill or educate the actual or potential user. As an example, it might be the medical detailer representing an ethical pharmaceutical house. Number 4, technician. A salesperson with a high level of technical knowledge, the engineering salesperson who's primarily a consultant to client companies. Number 5, demand creator. A salesperson who relies on creative methods for selling tangible products like vacuum cleaners, cleaning brushes, household products, or intangibles. Number 6, solution vendor. A salesperson whose expertise is solving a customer's problem, often with a system of the company's products and services, like computer and communication systems. Salespeople are the company's personal link to its customers. In designing the sales force, the company must develop sales force objectives, strategy, structure, size, and compensation. In performing their jobs, salespeople complete one or more specific tasks. Prospecting, searching for leads. Targeting, deciding how to allocate their time among prospects and customers. Communicating information about the company's products. Selling, approaching, presenting, answering questions, overcoming objectives, and closing sales. Servicing, providing various services to the customers, consulting on problems, rendering technical assistance, arranging financing, and expediting delivery. Information gathering, conducting market research and doing intelligence work. And finally, allocating, deciding which customers will get scarce products during product shortages. Too often marketing and sales are in conflict. The sales force complains marketing isn't generating enough leads, and marketers complain the sales force isn't converting them, as in figure 22.1 shown here. Improved collaboration and communication between these two can increase revenues and profits. Companies must deploy sales forces strategically so they call on the right customers at the right time in the right way, acting as account managers who arrange fruitful contact between people in the buying and selling organizations. Selling increasingly calls for teamwork and the support of others, such as top management, especially when national accounts or major sales are at stake. Tech people who supply information and service before, during, and after the product purchase. Customer service representatives who provide installation, maintenance, and other services. And of course, office staff who usually consist of sales analysts, order expediters, and assistants. Once the company chooses its strategy, it can use a direct or contractual sales force. A direct company sales force consists of full or part-time paid employees who work exclusively for the company. Inside salespeople conduct business from the office and receive visits from prospective buyers, and field salespeople travel and visit customers. A contractual sales force consists of manufacturers' reps, sales agents, and brokers who earn a commission that's based on the sales. Sales force structure. There's 4 types of sales forces. Strategic market sales force assigned to major accounts, a geographic sales force calling on customers in different territories, a distributor sales force calling on and coaching distributors, and an inside sales force marketing and taking orders online and via phone. Sales representatives are one of the company's most productive and expensive assets. Increasing their number increases both sales and costs. Once the company establishes the number of customers it wants to reach, it can use a workload approach to establish sales force size. This method has 5 steps listed on this slide. Number 1, group customers into size classes according to annual sales volume. Number 2, establish desirable call frequencies for each customer class. Number 3, Multiply the number of accounts in each size class by the corresponding call frequency to arrive at the total workload for the country. Number 4, determine the average number of calls a sales representative can make a year. And number 5, divide the total annual calls required by the average annual calls made by a sales rep to arrive at the number of sales representatives needed. The company must qualify 4 components of Salesforce compensation. The fixed amount, a salary, satisfies the need for income stability. The variable amount, whether commissions, bonus, or profit sharing, serves to stimulate and reward effort. Expense allowances enable sales reps to meet the costs of travel and entertaining on the company's behalf. Fixed compensation is common in jobs with a high ratio of non-selling to selling duties and jobs where the selling task is technically complex and requires teamwork. Variable compensation works best where sales are cyclical or depend on individual initiative. Fixed and variable compensation give rise to 3 basic types of compensation plans: the straight salary, the straight commission, and a combination of salary and commission. Straight salary plans provide a secure income, encourage reps to complete non-selling activities, and reduce incentive to overstock customers. For the firm, these plans deliver administrative simplicity and a lower turnover. Straight commission plans attract higher performers, provide more motivation, require less supervision, and control selling costs. But on the negative side, they emphasize getting the sale over building a relationship. Combination plans feature the benefits of both plans while limiting their disadvantages. Plans that can combine fixed and variable pay link the variable portion to a wide variety of strategic goals. Recruiting and selecting representatives. At the heart of any successful sales force are appropriately selected representatives. Studies have not always shown a strong relationship between sales performance on one hand and background and experience variables, current status, lifestyle, attitude, personality, and skills on the other side. More effective predictors of high performance in sales are composite tests and assessment centers that simulate the working environment and assess applicants in an environment similar to the one in which they would work. Training and supervising sales representatives. Today's customers expect salespeople to have a deep product knowledge, add ideas to improve operations, and be efficient. These demands have required companies to make a much greater investment in sales training. New reps may spend a few weeks to several months in training. Motivating sales representatives. The majority of sales representatives require encouragement and special incentives, especially those in the field who encounter daily challenges. Evaluating sales representatives. We've been describing the feed-forward aspects of sales supervision, how management communicates what the sales rep should be doing and motivates them to do it. But good feed-forward requires good feedback, which means getting regular information about reps to evaluate their performance. Norms for prospect calls. Left to their own devices, many reps will spend most of their time with current customers who are known quantities. Reps can depend on them for some business, whereas a prospect may never deliver any. Using sales time efficiently. Companies constantly try to improve sales force productivity. To cut costs, reduce time demands on their outside sales force, and leverage technological innovations, many have increased the size and responsibilities of their inside sales force. Sales technology. Not only is sales and inventory information transferred much more quickly, but specific computer-based decision support systems have been created for sales managers and sales representatives. Marketers reinforce intrinsic and extrinsic rewards of all types. One research study found the employee reward with the highest value was pay, followed by promotion, personal growth, and sense of accomplishment. Least valued were liking and respect, security, and recognition. Many companies set annual sales quotas developed from the annual marketing plan for dollar sales, unit volume, margin, selling effort or activity, or product type. Compensation is often tied to degree of quota fulfillment. Sources of information. The most important source of information about reps is sales reports. Additional information comes through personal observation, salesperson self-reports, customer letters and complaints, customer surveys, and conversations about and with other reps. Formal evaluation. The sales force's reports, along with other observations, supply the raw materials for evaluation. One type of evaluation compares current with past performance. An example of that is shown in the table here, which is table 22.1. Reps are taught the SPIN method to build long-term relationships by asking prospects several types of questions. Number 1, situation questions. These ask about facts or explore the buyer's present situation. For example, what system are you using to invoice your customers? Number 2, problem questions. These deal with problems and difficulties and dissatisfactions the buyer is experiencing. For example, what parts of the system create errors? Number 3, implication questions. These ask if the consequences or effects of a buyer's problems, difficulties, or dissatisfactions can be prevented. For example, how does this problem affect your people's productivity? Number 4, need payoff questions. These ask about the value or usefulness of a proposed solution. For example, how much would you save if our company could help you reduce errors by 80%? Prospecting and qualifying. The first step in selling is to identify and qualify prospects. More companies are taking responsibility for finding and qualifying leads so salespeople can use their expensive time doing what they do best, which is selling. Pre-approach. The salesperson needs to learn as much as possible about the prospect company. Presentation and demonstration. The salesperson tells the product story to the buyer using a features, advantages, benefits, and value approach, the acronym being FABV. Overcoming objections. Customers typically pose objections. Psychological resistance includes resistance to interference, preference for established supply sources or brands, apathy, reluctance to give up something, unpleasant associations created by the sales rep, predetermined ideas, dislike of making decisions, and a neurotic attitude toward money. Closing. Closing signs from the buyer include physical actions, statements or comments, and questions. Reps can ask for the order, recapitulate the points of agreement, offer to help write up the order, ask whether the buyer wants A or B, get the buyer to make minor choices such as color or size, or indicate what the buyer will lose by not placing the order now. Follow-up and maintenance are necessary to ensure customer satisfaction and repeat business. Immediately after closing, the salesperson should cement any necessary details about delivery time, purchase terms, and other matters that are important to the customer. Today's customers prefer suppliers who can sell and deliver a coordinated set of products and services to many locations, who can quickly solve problems in different locations, and who can work closely with customer teams to improve products and processes. Salespeople working with key customers must do more than just email or call when they think customers might be ready to place orders. Hey, thanks for watching. Please check out the other videos in this marketing management series. Thanks again.